Hello, my name is Kae Kurd.
I'm Marcus Bronzy. Welcome to the season 4 premiere
of Ain't Got a Clue.
Right,
we break it up into seasons because we do you know what the best programs are in seasons?
Really?
Seasons and series.
There you go, yeah.
It's that era, isn't it?
Yeah. So welcome to season 4, man.
Yeah. Also, to say thank you for the launch of season 4.
Big announcement.
We have great news.
Great news.
Marcus, do you want to go for it?
Yes, we can finally say that you can see and hear, but better if you see because it looks so flipping good. Our live show, it's on Patreon, so our patrons can enjoy that. It is over 2 hours of
it's part 1 and 2, isn't it?
Yeah, 100% of greatness from myself, Kae Kurd, Ishan Akbar, Darren Cartel, and I mean, listen, if you want to watch Kae not answer personal questions while putting all of us under the grill,
listen,
you
man,
can see that.
It was a great night.
If you want to see manipulative question ducking, he's the Neo of it. He's like, zoom. What about you? Zoom. Watch it.
We've got another one here from.
Yeah, exactly. Moving swiftly on. We done it at Up the Creek just about a month ago. 5 weeks ago we did it at Up the Creek. It was a last minute thing that me and Kae put together, and we're so glad that we did it, man. Like, you guys really showed out. Shout out to the clan that came through. Yeah, shout out to Lucky 17 who filmed it as well. And it looks man, brilliant. It looks fantastic, man. Yeah. And listen, you want to get your hands on it? Patreon.com/ Ain't Got a Clue.
And now it works for Spotify. Patreon works for Spotify, so it's all integrated. So
good, man. So good. Yeah,
you can have a great time.
And of course, as usual, you can get all of our usual shows without ads and early as well.
Yeah, and I know some of you listen with your other halves, so you can gift someone a Patreon now as well if you don't want them to log in onto your account.
You know what I mean?
Because I know sometimes
people slide in our DMs.
Sometimes people want to keep things separate, right? Yeah. And I get that. There was a massive discussion this week about people going through phones.
Really? All right, I want to get into this then.
So you can give people a subscription.
Right.
Just go to patreon.com aintgotaclue/gift. Now onto the show.
That's right. Before we start off, Kae, we actually got a shout out actually as well. Somebody emailed in aintgotacluepod@gmail.com and they wanted to show some love, Kae. So please take it away, man. It's right there for you, bro. I think this email is more for you than Norway.
Me. Love the pod. Been a fan from day one. I get a lot of people saying that to me about me all the time, and I'm like, when were you following?
Yeah,
when you had like 50,000 followers. No, that wasn't day one.
That was day one, bro. I'll be with you from day one.
I was with you from day one when you were selling out. No, I'm joking. Been a fan from day one. Just one question: are you ever going to release a Fat Tae t-shirt? For those that don't know, is when I was called the Michelin. Was it
Michelin man?
Yeah, I called Michelin Fat Tae.
Yeah.
I am funny. Man. That's funny.
I think we should still do it at some point, man.
Yeah, we should actually get a Michelin star.
I tell you what, if enough people sign up for it, we'll get it, man.
Also, one thing, why doesn't the UK have laws on fireworks like Norway? Oh my God. So the only time you can shoot fireworks is on New Year's. Sese from Strome. XX.
Yeah, Strome.
Strome, I think that's how you say it, or probably Strom.
Strom. Yeah.
Strom like bull. I don't know, but it sounds to me like Norway's an actual developed Western nation that has a sovereign wealth fund.
They got papers, man.
Yeah, they got a sovereign wealth fund. They
are the richest.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think on the stock market, they had some of the highest, because they floated there. They took their natural resources, shared it as a country and floated it on the stock market. And what we did was
give it to pensioners and be like, here's some houses.
and stole resources from other countries.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, what's that, Iran? Nah, that's British Petroleum right now. That's BP right now, bro. We're gonna call it that, man.
That's the thing. Like, you're absolutely correct. That, like, other nations took their natural resources and were like, hey, maybe we should invest this so we don't have to work it. Do you know what it's like? Yeah, you get a big check and certain men are like, yo, I'm gonna invest. I'm gonna put this on a deposit on a house, and other people were like, "Big man, round up the boys. We're going to the club." Britain, we're going to the club. We were like, "Fuck
rounds on you."
Norway, Saudi Arabia, all of these places were like, I'm gonna put a deposit on a house, and we're looking at them like, loser, man. Watch, man. Look at me in my Ben Sherman shirt, because it was the 80s, isn't it? Look at me in my Ben Sherman shirt, and they were out And it was like, oh yeah, great. Look at what we have. We've got culture. We've got fashion. It's lovely, isn't it? The United Kingdom, head of the arts. And then like fucking 20 years down the line, we're like, we can't pay for the NHS. Everything's breaking down. And then you'll just see Saudi Arabia going, we can make rain. Norway going, hey man, we've actually got decent laws and healthcare and
Norway McDonald's is costing £25 a head, and that's all I'm saying, bruv. That's all I'm saying.
Have you seen a fat Norwegian?
Nah.
Exactly.
Nah.
Have you seen an unfit Norwegian?
I haven't.
Nah, exactly. But it's the thing. They're all at a level playing field. But I don't need to go to the Olympics. They're just like, we're fit enough.
We're fit enough.
That's the problem when I think when there's no struggle in a country.
What? They just don't. They're not going to edge.
You're not going to get a Michael Jordan.
I do think that is what may have inspired the British Empire's kind of want to get across the world, because it's so meaty here, isn't it? Like the weather here is meh. The food here is meh. The spice levels are low. No tea.
I agree with a lot of what you're saying. However, in recent years, and particularly this year, I have come to respect British climate more than anything else in the world.
Why is that?
Bro, especially if you live in like inner city London or like an inner city, bro. You're seeing what's happening in LA. Is it LA or sorry, California? The wildfires and stuff.
Shout out to all of those people out there, man. Listen, I heard that things are tough, and we hope that you're well out there. Kae's gonna bust some jokes now.
No. I was saying, you're seeing the hurricanes in other places.
Bruv, there was a fire tornado in LA. It's wild.
See, that just sounds scary to me. Yeah, like we don't have anything in this country, touch wood, or anything particularly in London, where you go, guys, here's the protocol for when X, Y, and Z kind of weather happens.
Yeah.
We are like, yo, listen, 3 inches of snow, and that is when we shut down.
Yeah,
right.
Because we're not ready.
We can operate between, like I've said before, 5 degrees and 25 degrees.
I think you're pushing it at 25. 25 if it's 25 is a clear day, they might say that train lines warp because it's too much sunlight.
There you go.
On them, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
25 is very generous.
Yeah. We're within a certain degree, but like, you don't really get extremities happening.
Yeah.
Like maybe once in an odd while, they're like, oh my God, we had some like gale force winds.
Yeah.
It's not a tornado, bro. Like, of course, it can still cause devastation to some households, but it's not. We're not getting monsoons.
Nah.
We're not getting like a tidal wave. We're not getting earthquakes here. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if we do, it's like, oh, a tremor was felt with the epicenter at Dudley. And you're like, what happened? Well, like a few bins fell over. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on.
Spilt my tea.
Yeah.
I was trying to take a sip of my tea and I spilt it on my lap.
I was asleep during the night and then wait, Dudley. Black Country.
Dudley. Yeah.
Dudley. I was asleep during the night and then I felt like a shaking, and I said to my wife, I said, I think we're having an earthquake.
She said, you sure it's not that curry and beer?
But we were all right. We were only a couple of minutes and we were back to bed again.
Yeah, whereas other parts of the world, devastation hits when there's a 9.9 Richter scale.
It's not even funny. Something like it's like So I've actually held off complaining about the weather in this country now. Maybe it's a thing where I'm getting a bit more mature and I'm seeing the older you get, we're like, oh yeah, it's -1, but shit works in it. I have a shelter over my head.
Of course, yeah. Listen,
thank God, Alhamdulillah, whatever you want to say.
Of course, I'm very grateful, but I do stand by thinking that is what inspired the great empire. One of the things that inspired them is that there's no flavor in the food. Yeah. There's more exciting places. There's more vibes everywhere else. The music's better, the sound's better. And then they were like, let's go teeth it and bring it all back home.
You say that though, but I friend of the show, Ishan Akbar.
Yeah.
He's got a series called...
In our live show currently, which you can see on patreon.com/aintgotaclue.
Absolutely. He's got a show on YouTube called Hands Down.
Hands Down? Is that eating
program? Yeah. And in one, he interviews an Indian historian.
Yeah.
And he said, before Britain took over India, the cuisines were the same. Indians didn't use spices.
What?
Yeah. He said it was like really bland stews and stuff like that. It's very similar to what they were having in England. It was when, obviously, spices, I don't know what happened. He's like, basically the British came in and like Indians saw spices and was like, oh shit, we can use this in the food.
But who brought the spice then? Where did the spice originate?
Probably the British started going, hey, yo, you see the spice? You could actually use it for food. And they were like, okay.
Yeah, but like, I'm so curious, like, where did that spice come from?
Know,
Probably
bro.
Africa, innit? That's what I'd say. That's
don't
my
know,
big
bro.
reach, innit?
Yeah.
Most times, if you want to go to where'd it come from? It's probably Africa, innit? Really, if you go back. It's where it all came from. Africa, innit?
Yeah, well, yeah, like, yeah. So that was a massive eye-opener for me.
Yeah, I am curious though. The first person to actually try spice, the first person to put some on their
I
food
reckon
and
they'd have
try it.
fucking spat it out.
Yeah, garlic used to be considered a spice. That's how used to garlic we are as
It
humans
still
now.
is. Yeah.
But people, I don't find garlic spicy at all. Like,
No, it isn't. But yeah, it's still flavorful, innit?
The people used to find it like hot for their tongue, too spicy. Like, so people
That's
used to be
wild.
quite. It used to be not rated that high, man. Like
Probably
garlic.
why vampires were a thing, innit?
Probably, yeah, man. I love a clove of garlic.
Don't give me the seasoning!
Yeah. Anyway, Kae, right. Part of our season 4 thing is every single week you're going to bring a rant to the table. So, Kae, what have you got for us this week, bro?
Sex scenes need to be banished from films. I don't think there's ever been a sex scene that's made us go, "Oh, this film's good, this film's sick." I just think, do you know what? Yeah, I don't see the use that sex scenes provide in any film, and I think also it's an insult to sex workers everywhere.
I mean, I was going to say, yeah, it is like you watching some erotic movies, shall we say, yeah?
Yeah.
And getting plot dialogue lines and emotions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're like, what is...
Exactly.
This is not what I'm here for.
You're not watching adult movies for the plot, are you?
No.
Yeah. And they're doing it for real. They're going at it.
There's no stunt people in this. This is the
There's
real
no intimacy
deal.
coordinator.
There's no... This,
there isn't no intimacy coordinator.
This is the real deal.
They have got a tripod and they have put 2 cameras
is
up.
that a euphemism?
And
And a cameraman. Hey! Yeah.
And they're going for it,
Yeah.
right? And like they're putting their bodies on the line in a lot of cases, right? And I think
It's an
like,
extreme sport
It
of
is.
such, if
It
you want to
is.
call it that. It's an extreme thing that they're doing.
You don't want to be watching a film at like, oh, films come on at 9 p.m. Let's watch it with a family. And then halfway through, for no flipping reason, 2 people just start going, just grunting. Like,
Just some really
if you're
weird
lucky,
sexy
there's
jazz in there.
Nowadays they're taking it even further. Like you're just hearing like, yeah, it's just like random pounding, and you're like, bro, like there's a time and place. First of all, I have no moisturizer available to me right now. Second of all, everybody, I'm around a family, bro.
Yeah.
Like leave this alone.
And let's be honest, right? No one has ever been around someone else and watched a sex scene and gone, yeah, that's really good, that, you know.
Yeah.
Because if you have said that, everyone's going to think you're a little bit
Yeah,
weird.
exactly.
It's a little
And
bit of a weird
also,
thing to say.
I will-
That is fantastic.
You're absolutely
Also,
correct.
let me double down on that, Kae. You know when you ask your friend, like, what was the best bit of that film? No one ever reaches out to you and goes, do you know what? I've got to say, you know what the takeaway of that film was? That sex scene, Oscar worthy.
But I think
Oscar-worthy
this
sex
is
scene.
this is where a little bit of a double standard comes in. Because if in a film, right, a man goes, my favorite bit was the lovemaking scene, yeah. Everyone looks at you, all right, pervert, get back on Pornhub, you absolute idiot. Look at you, you pervert. How was that the best?
This what the world's come to, yeah?
Oh, so that's what you boil art down to.
All right.
Whereas if a woman goes, my favorite bits were the lovemaking scenes, the intimacy that they showed between the lovers was really quite spectacular.
Oh, yeah.
It's bollocks.
Do you know what was funny though? The closest we had to just pure adult movies in cinema form was something that women hooked onto was 50 Shades of Grey. Do you remember that?
Of course I remember
and,
it, yeah.
and there's a lot to get into about this whole subject. I've got a few because 50 Shades of Grey was like basically let's be honest. You ain't watching that film for the I don't know. This is me saying I ain't seen it yet, and I ain't really read the book.
I ain't
but
seen it either.
I ain't watching that film if I was going to watch it to be like, let's see the plot. Let's see the plot. You want to see?
I'm not watching any lovemaking scenes available on Netflix.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I want to go down that rabbit hole of like,
There's websites for this.
there's websites
There's
for it,
subscription services
and also
only for fans.
And also, I will be by myself.
yeah.
There will be no discussing. Like, listen, man. If you enjoy sex scenes, yeah, you are just as bad as the people that leave comments on porn videos. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really like this scene. 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. To be fair, could have done with putting a bit more work in, putting a bit of a better shift in. Bit lazy performance from you.
Camera angles could have been better, but really enjoyed it.
Big fan. Big fan.
Finished in unison with the guy. Fucking. Anyway, but yeah, that's because you know what really brought it up for me? I was watching. Have you seen that film Nosferatu?
Is that the horror one?
Yeah. I don't find I've never found a horror movie scary, by the way.
This is perfect, right? Because you can tell me all about it. You can give me all the spoilers because I am super wimp when it comes to horror movies. More so, okay, I'll be honest. More so gore, like realistic violence. But like silly horror movies, I can kind of get down with a bit. But when it's all like gore and stuff, so what is Nosferatu? Hit me with it.
It's a load of shit. That's what it is.
It's another Warner Brothers one, you know. I'm joking. Wait, let me find out. Sorry, that's an inside joke.
It's not loads of shit, but you know, listen, man. Like when I start seeing listen, there's going to be spoilers in it. So if you don't want anybody to spoil it in it,
yeah. Fast forward. What should we give it? 5 minutes?
But yeah,
give it 5.
But if you don't want to see a corpse humping a woman or a man humping a corpse, like just leave this shit alone in it. And then William Dafoe put in a great performance. It was like really theatrical. Like,
in the sex scene?
No, he wasn't having so sexy. He was just doing that, like, you know, that kind of talking, that kind of acting, you know. And the guy from Skins, what's his name? The white dude from Skins.
I'm looking at a picture of him now.
Forgot his name.
Yeah.
But he will always be the white dude from Skins to me.
Okay.
That is.
Lily Rose Depp is in it as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like, you're just looking at it and I was just like, there was a lot of
Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah, Nicholas Hoult, yeah. Big up him. He always puts in a shift. But, man, I was watching it, man. I was just like, all right, like, this demon has got a hold over your wife.
So does he abuse the wife or is the wife into it? Does he, like, trick her into loving it?
It's so weird. Like, he's fucking her in the dream and then he goes to he's the new husband, Nicholas Holt's character, a few years later is married to this woman and then his boss sends him to this castle to finish a deal with anyway, bro, it's just,
I can tell you really watched it hard.
Yeah, bro, you're watching it and you're going, bro, none of this fucking shit makes sense. Yeah, like, none of this shit fucking makes sense. I was just like, this is the biggest. Hollywood's gone down a pan, bro. I'm really struggling to see, because I saw like clips of that Mufasa film. Man, can we leave live action alone?
I've said this for a while. I've boycotted live action. I've not seen any live action.
Also, it's not live action.
Yeah.
You know when they go, Mufasa, live action. That's not live action.
Yeah.
You didn't
SmackDown is live action. WWE is live action.
Yeah, but you know, like the idea that, it's live action. You didn't get actual lions. What do you mean it's live action? The live action remake of Lion King. It's not live action, bro. It's not like you didn't get 3 lions and go, right, you man, you're gonna start learning English. But also in an English accent. All the actors have got English accents in this thing. I didn't mind when it was a cartoon.
Yeah. Do you know what?
When it was a cartoon, have all the accents that you like. It was and also because then we start getting into this nonsense, right? Where now I start like racializing the whole thing because I'm like, why is Rafiki the only one with an African accent, whereas everybody else has got American and British accents, right? Because then I start going, what are you trying to say, big man? Do you know what I mean? Live action. Yeah, because you really got fucking a baboon to run around and do and go to RADA and take acting classes. No, you didn't, bro. You've just done animation that you thought was more realistic.
That's marketing genius because they were like they were like sitting in the office, they're like, so this is not a cartoon, but it's animated. So what do we call it? Not a cartoon No, that's not right. How about live action? Well, it's not really live action. Or is it? That's it.
We call it dead. That's what we call it. Because what was wrong with the way Timon and Pumbaa looked, bro?
I thought I'm not lying. I have not seen the Lion King live action. So
I've not watched it, but then I saw Mufasa because they got that Aaron Pierre guy in it. Yeah,
Big up
Aaron Pierre. South London, I'm always going to be like,
Ratings for him, man.
big
He's
up,
doing well at the
big
moment.
up you.
Big
You
up
got
you.
green eyes. Life's good for you, innit?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like,
bruv, he's listen, yeah. There's not a woman that has not mentioned his name without having a little hazy look in their eye, you know.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Aaron P.
Back in the room.
Yeah, that's Mufasa. Have you seen that video? Aaron P. Yeah, that's Mufasa when he's coming down Jennifer Hudson's talk show. Anyway,
Big up him, man.
Yeah, big up Aaron Pierre. But, bro, I'm just seeing this cartoon, and I'm like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, who are we kidding? I don't think kids want to see that either. Because who's this aimed at? If it's aimed at kids, go for the fucking bright color cartoons again, bro. You don't need to go, oh yeah, let's get like 3 lions and pretend we made a fucking live action film. Absolute flipping nonsense, bro.
Well,
it's just what I don't know. It feels woke, but I'm not gonna say it's woke.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I'll be honest, right? It's
Is it woke?
I'll be boring, innit? If you don't want to hear some real truth and boring, skip forward like a minute. But Disney worked out that they had a massive backlog of animated cartoons, and when they put them out in the 90s, they made paper off the VHS. So now they're just doing it again. They're just gonna let's get every movie, let's redo it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind Mufasa's story in animation again.
Yeah. I just think people, when they have animation, the minimum they want is like How to Train Your Dragon. Did you ever watch that film?
No.
So basically, it looks kind of like cartoon or Up. That's what they Up. I'll take an Up version of it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I'll take a like Toy Story style version of it, innit?
Yeah.
Not this, man, we got like wild animals, bro. Yeah, we got them in the Serengeti and we were filming them.
Yeah.
Fucking nonsense, bro.
Live action.
Live action, bro.
Live-ish.
And the accents is another thing. Like, if you're going to make it live action, I want to hear accents native to that soil.
Yeah, man.
If it's East Africa, I want to hear an East African accent. If it's West Africa, I want to hear a West African accent. South African. Yeah, I want to hear a South. If it's but then there's like difference in what the way white South Africans and black South Africans speak. So
why is that? No, we'll get into that now. Let's keep it pushing.
I mean, I'm not going to say for the reason you say, but I think it's down to the dialects that people speak. So, and the language that they speak. So, if your language is Afrikaans, it sort of has a much more twang to it. Like, hi, bro, I'm from South Africa, blue. Whereas I think Zulu's like, yeah, what's up, mate?
Yeah, right. The dialects and accents are from different places. That's very
and I think that's what your tongue gets used to speaking a certain way. So then when you try and speak English with the way your tongue sort of moves, it sounds different. Anyway, that was me being mature for once, but my rant was fucking get rid of the sex scenes and live action films and all of this stuff, bruv. I'm not watching any of that live action film. What's wrong with original Lion King, bruv? Absolutely nothing.
It's great.
Ruined great. It's another reason to cancel Disney Plus.
And this week's advertisement is brought to you by
Disney Plus. No, it's not.
Get 12 months free. Right, next up, guys, it's top 3 of the week. I'll bring it to the table this week, Kae. Right, so Blue Monday is on the 20th of January. Apparently, it's the bluest day of the year where we feel blue. So, Kae, what are the top 3 ways we can get over Blue Monday this year?
Well, I think depression is a serious topic, innit?
And that is probably one of the core reasons.
You feel depressed on January 20th. That's what Blue Monday's about. Yeah. So I think if you're going to try and overcome depression, try and be born into a successful family. Yeah. I think number 1 or number 3, whatever, try and be born into a successful family, preferably a family with money, maybe old money. Do you know what I mean?
A healthy dose of nepotism. That is one of the first ways to improve that situation. In fact, I'd say more nepotism, less problems. There we go.
Absolutely. But if we're going to be serious about this issue,
just be more successful. Be more successful.
Yeah, just do
what
better.
Is success? Measure what success is to you,
and do better than that,
and surpass that, and that will combat your down feelings as well.
Okay, but let's be serious about this.
Okay, right.
Yeah, let's be serious about this. Yeah,
just stop being sad. I think just stop. If you're feeling sad, that's one way. It's like turning left or right. Just stop being sad.
Okay. And if we're going to be serious for a second,
just put the weights back at the gym. That'll make you happy as well. No, if I'm
I think first thing, leave if you're
putting the weights back at the gym, back where they come from, will make everyone happier and you happier growth. And make you happier as well. Yeah. And you'll be fitter and 1,000 calories won't count that day. Yeah. I'm just saying that personally because I'm really upset with people leaving a mess in the gym. But right, so how to get over Blue Monday?
1, get the hell out of your bed as quickly as you can and leave the house.
That is one of my secret hacks I haven't shared with you. That has been a key to me getting stuff done.
If you wanna get over depression, wake up. The time between waking up and leaving the house should be as minimal as possible. Wake up, go into the shower, wash your face, your body, whatever. Get out, get dressed, leave the house, and go to go to a coffee shop if you have to. Go to wherever. Answer your emails or whatever from a coffee shop while you're drinking a cup of tea or a coffee or whatever, and then come back. You've got your steps in. It's made you walk. Go for a walk was my second. Go for a walk.
Love walking.
Have fun. Look around. See the world. Realize it's not as bad. Number 3. Look at some real distressing videos of poverty that people are going through. And think to yourself, thank God that's not me.
100%. Do you know what? Do you mean you're laughing? It's quite. Think about it. Some people
center your perspective
have not got.
And
You can you can turn on the tap. Odds are, if you're listening to this podcast, you can turn on the tap and drink the water that comes out of it. Yeah. Most people don't know where their next glass of clean water is coming from in the world. Yeah. When you're looking at a numbers game, innit? Most people are not having clean water and food.
Exactly. And also, depression's so 2024, man. Like, we're done with being left wing. Mark Zuckerberg said so. Zuckerberg said it's done.
He is. Listen.
Mark Zuckerberg basically said, we're done with that, and now it's not cool to be left wing. So, guys, I'm afraid we've all got to leave our emotions and feelings behind, and toxic masculinity is back, baby.
Listen, when UFC is on the board of Meta, things are changing, bro. Sorry, things are changing, bro. When UFC is on the board of Meta, you know, Kae, times are changing, because that's his. Because you're bored, yeah. I don't think his board is like normal. I think he's chilling with them man now a bit, yeah. And you know, like when you chill with certain people, you might start to take on. So you know, like when you're younger, you hang with some certain friends, yeah. No, I do want to hear this. You hang around with a certain group of friends, you might pick up a little slang word. Like if you were with me in Northwest London, you'd have Northwest London slang. If I was in Kae's like Southwest London, I'd like know how to like reload a gun a lot earlier than I would if I was in Northwest. And I'd know my way around a knife. But so I feel like he's hanging with them, and now like, you know, it's like he's like, you know, he might be embodying some UFC energy.
There is I was listening to his interview with Joe Rogan, just because I don't listen to Joe Rogan often, but if there's like a big guest like that, I'll listen to it to see what they're saying. And I've only got halfway through, but there was a conspiracy theory that I read online that are saying that like Mark Zuckerberg was very left-wing, meek, whatever, until he got injured.
How did he get injured?
It was kickboxing, innit? But like he tore his ACL and stuff. But apparently, this was the conspiracy theory. They put him on testosterone replacement therapy.
Right.
And it changed who he was. So they're like, he started becoming very charismatic in the boardrooms. He started becoming a lot more assertive. He started displaying, quote unquote, more manly things. His voice even got deeper and whatever. So they're saying like his doctors basically gave him TRT to make him.
Has he got more? Because I've cracked many a joke in the past playing
his voice
clips
got
of
deeper.
him and clips of Kermit the Frog, and it was indistinguishable
His
at one
voice
point.
has got deeper.
Really?
His voice has definitely got deeper. And he
looks like
his
that
neck
rapper
looks
now,
thick.
innit? He looks like, who was that rapper that was like he was like the white version of Drake? What's his name again? My mind's gone blank.
Jack Harlow.
Yeah, he's got that Jack Harlow energy.
Jack Harlow isn't a white version. Jack Harlow, I've got a lot of things to say about Jack Harlow that I'll leave. I'm not even going to say on this podcast, but I feel like Drake has a level of talent, but Drake is talented, but Jack Harlow, let's please. Yeah, but bro, if there's anybody we need to get out of hip hop, is somebody like Jack. When Jack Harlow tweeted, "I don't care what the hip hop community has to say about my music," I was like, buddy, understand where you're at, innit? Like he's
vanilla, baby. Listen, bro, that's why I said the white version of Drake, because when you photocopy certain things, you lose certain attributes, and that's all I'll say on the matter, man. I'm not a music guy anymore like that.
Your hate for Drake is mad.
No, what? How?
You hate
How
Drake
is it?
so badly.
How is it? How is it?
No.
How do I hate Drake?
You hate Drake a lot, bro.
I said when you photocopy a photocopy.
No, but it's fine to say you hate him, innit? You hate him.
It's fine to say you hate Kendrick Lamar. Yeah?
I don't hate
He
him.
hit 1 billion streams on Not Like Us. What are your thoughts on that?
Good on him.
Good on him. See, well done for you.
What do you want to say? What do you want to say?
Well done.
No,
bro, I saw you sitting down at the Kendrick Lamar concert. You took a whole seat up. Because you didn't have 50 Cent money to buy out the whole row. You thought, I'll come there, I'll sit down there, and I won't enjoy the show.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But listen, like, you hate. I don't hate Kendrick Lamar at all. I've got Kendrick Lamar. I don't hate Drake. Top 5 albums in my thingy.
I don't hate Drake. I think, and I've said this before, and I said this well before the beef. I said he's a wonderful pop artist, and I said when he stays in that lane, he's great at that.
You hate
and
him.
you said that's a diss. How's that a diss?
That's shade.
How is that shade? Michael Jackson, king of pop. How is that a shade? And did he not liken himself to Michael Jackson at the start of this whole beef?
Michael Jackson, bro.
I've seen some clips of him recently.
Oh my God.
Did you see the clip of him when he's in the car talking about the girl?
Hey, we're fishing. There's
some good fish. Talking that
Have
grease.
you seen the clip?
Oh, look at those bounce. Did he say something like, look at those, like something bouncing? He talks about a lady's front, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's like, oh.
Look at those.
Bro, have you heard that clip? Have you seen that clip? Sorry. Where
wild.
He's looking at, there's he's with this woman, and the woman starts shouting at somebody over it, and he's like, your voice is irritating.
Yeah. Because you know what, all right, I'll be honest with you.
Michael Jackson!
I've been in a room
with Michael Jackson?
With Janet Jackson. Oh. And she said, this was off air, but I can share this. She said, I think I or someone let off a comment saying, I wonder what an argument would be like in your house. She's like, we don't really shout. And I thought, there's no way you can talk smack with that soft voice. You have to edge it up. But when he's like,
well, you know that people say,
when he said, I find you irritating. When I said that, I was like, you definitely can be rude as heck with that MJ accent.
But you know,
look at that, let's go fishing. I'm like, you can be nefarious and scary and intimidating.
Hey, I just want to take you to my hotel room and take your clothes off. Okay.
Yeah. Right, I've just been hit by a smooth criminal.
Yeah, but if you go, I just want to come into the hotel room and take off your clothes, it just sounds very different. But apparently he put that voice on.
I don't know, you know.
I forgot who it was.
But can they all do it and they all have
I think it was Chris Tucker. I don't know. I think it was Chris Tucker or someone that said. So either Chris Tucker or Eddie Murphy, someone, they were like, basically, once everybody was out of the room and it was just them, they were like, yo, man, I can't believe they were here for so long. And they were like, the fuck is that? And it was like, they were like, Michael was like one of the man them. Like he was.
I still think he was. I think he was one of the man them. Yeah, I think he was. Right.
But you just can't imagine. Like if I started coming, man, Marcus, man, there's some real nice girls out there. I just want.
I can't. I don't think he could throw it all the way down. Maybe he was just like, damn, man, like a bit. But I don't think he was like, yo, man, what's going on, man? Let's play some games, man.
I don't think we're ever going to get somebody at that level of fame ever again.
Exactly. The king of pop. King of pop, which is why being referred to as a pop star is a massive compliment nowadays.
People need to stop comparing anyone to Michael Jackson. Full stop. End of paragraph. Close the book. File the book in the library, in the reference section. Lock it away. That's that. Because, listen, don't tell me, listen, no disrespect to any artist, Drake, Chris Brown, Beyonce, all of these amazing musicians in their eras, but no one's touching Michael, bro. He was coming out and people were fainting, bro. The man hasn't said a word. He's just jumped out of the floor,
bro,
from the stage.
He stood on stage for 5 minutes and didn't move, and people went
in Romania. Brother, in Romania.
People went he just stood there, bro. I don't think you understand. He just stood there. I've never seen
Chris Brown in Romania. Michael Jackson was having people. He had Romanians fainting, bro.
We love people that haven't spoken English, a word of English in their life. We love you, Michael. We love you.
Ex-Soviet Union countries.
Yeah. In a chokehold,
bro, just like running over each other, just
in a chokehold,
just to see a black man.
Yeah, that's mad.
Like, think about it, bro. Like, you're not Michael Jackson. You're not, and like, you're never gonna get some of those moments like Bob Marley as well.
Of course not.
You know, Bob Marley, where like he had rival political parties on stage at the same time. Do you know what I mean? You're never gonna get that shit again, bro. What you think?
Yeah, those lot were in. I feel like Bob was in the music for the music, innit? Whereas I think the people that you mentioned, all of the artists there's definitely something to do with the money that they're making.
Well, now you can't. Now you have to be involved in that side of it because they're like, you're not just a musician, you're a content creator.
Yeah.
And you've got to make TikToks if you want to be a successful musician now.
Yeah. Oh, I think the people that you mentioned, they don't have to though, innit? They could do what the heck they want, innit? Like no one's telling Beyonce you have to post today. You're telling me, Beyonce, I have to post today. I have the same 24 hours in a day as you, but you have to work a lot more than me. I'm gonna spend 23 of those chilling. Yeah.
Well, I don't think necessarily those lot, but like say you wanted to start rapping tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or singing.
I wanted to drop my mixtape.
Yeah.
If you wanted to start,
no, let's go singing. I think I think if we got you singing, you would sell albums.
You know, I used to rap though, bruv. I was signed for a little while. Look how that worked out. Yeah,
you never said you were signed.
I was very quickly signed. Put me on the pile of turn rappers. Yeah, put me on the pile of rappers that have turned into radio presenters. But I'm just not as jaded as a lot of them.
But why do you never like show us your bars if that's the case?
I think it might be because the bars were not.
Yeah, but it's just banter, innit? It's funny, like to just replay it to us.
Do you know what? A lot of that stuff just got lost, you know.
Yeah, but you can still go, yo, it's Bronzy on a mic, and then just give us a couple.
Nah, I don't think we'll do that, man. I don't think we'll do that. I know UK wants it so bad.
I just want to see it. I'm not gonna laugh. I'll just be like, yo.
You are not gonna laugh.
No, I'm not.
The fact that the act of you stifling your laugh is worse than a laugh. So like, Kae's like.
Right, you're out here still.
Kae's like scratch his chin, like rub his nose.
What was your best rhyme? Like, as in, like, what did you rhyme with?
That's not a question. You don't ask that to any artist anyway. What's your best joke? What was your best bang? Like, what was not your best bang? Your best like crowd. What was your best bit of crowd work?
All right, so but music's very different.
What is your how?
All right, so say you're tomorrow, you're in King's Cross.
Yeah.
DJ AG's there, and he recognizes you and goes, Bronzy, what are you gonna spit?
I wasn't that good, bruv. I wasn't that good.
Oh, I mean,
I didn't go that far. Didn't go that far.
But I can just imagine it's the big bad Bronzy, and then everyone. I want to have like 3 lines I say that does that to people, and so I don't actually have to follow through with a full verse.
Dragons are real.
Yeah,
I mean, you did get a pop for that at a live show though, bro. Let's be honest. If you want to check that out, you know where to go.
So I saw a clip the other day of like these people just MCing outside wherever, and then a security guard joined in. A security guard that was manning the building. He just came into the shot and then it started just rapping. Yeah. And then like he said about 4 words, and everyone was like, because it's a security guard, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, shout out to your friend.
The policeman dancing. Which one of them?
Richie. The one that chose.
Oh yeah, Richie, NWR. Check him out, man.
We've said this time and time again, but I saw him the other day, another video where he was waking up his children, but he actually writes lyrics.
Yeah.
To actual lyrics to wake up his children. Absolutely sensational.
Let me tell you this about Richie. Yeah? He's one of the most talented people across the board of DJ and mic work, and like when it comes to writing stuff. And like for fun, we used to work in West End DJ. Shout out to the gang that used to work there, man. And Winner Roadshow and New Winner Roadshow. But like we used to do stuff like that. Mostly him used to do stuff like that for fun during a working day. He'd cut like a dub plate for fun. Some of the stuff is better if it's left in that era and we don't play it now, but he so basically he gets a song, creates like a parody of it, but with really well written lyrics.
So like 21 seconds, well written,
and wakes up his kids, with a big speaker, and yes, he does perform them, and yes, it is loud. The kids are not pretending,
and he dresses up, bro. At 6 in the morning, he's like, you got 21 minutes to get ready. Bro, the best. I like people that have fun like that, right? I think that's the aspect of content creation that I miss, where people are just having fun and it isn't about the money. Because I think nowadays when you go online, there's so much of this where you're like, well, you're doing this for X, Y, and Z, whereas you see certain people that are just doing it for fun, and you go, that's what we want, bro. Bring that back. Vibes, fun, hilarity.
There we go, man. Before, I want to do one Clueless question, because we haven't done one for a while, so we'll dig through them and have a look if you want. But another thing that I wanted to leave with people though, about having a successful year or being positive, I've realised the best thing you can do when you're feeling down, right, is take action. Do you know what I mean? Like, what can I do right now? Because I've heard a lot of people around me go like, I'm tired.
Have a wank.
I ain't slept well. Having a wank is a great one. Slept well. I ain't done
that's
this.
a sign of depression.
No, man, if you need to masturbate. But
not 5 times in a day though.
That's much. 2 to 3. maximum. 5 is 5. You have to have. If you're not on annual leave and you're doing it 5 times a day, you've got a problem.
Stop buying the Suction 3000.
What is that? Is it good?
I know, but you know, like sex toys are just like,
yeah, man,
getting to a stage now where it's just like,
yeah,
oh yeah, what does this one do? It tickles you and it gives you a hug afterwards.
I think men are underserved when it comes to that. I think women have way more options. But yeah, just find a way to take action. So if you're feeling fat, yeah, like I do sometimes. I feel fat. I'm like, what can I do? Let me eat a salad for this meal. Take it one thing at a time. I think people try and do too much, man. You get me? Because I know I took the mick out of saying you need nepotism and that in your life.
I'll be real. One salad ain't gonna change shit.
It does though. No, that's no. See,
it's not gonna change shit.
It does.
It ain't gonna change shit. Don't let Marcus
thing at a
gaslight
time. You do one thing at a time. It's true, man.
Don't let him gaslight you, bro.
No, it is.
Change your whole life. Do a 180.
No,
spin around.
Don't do that.
Throw that pizza in a bin.
Don't do that.
Throw the crisps away.
Don't do
Donate
that.
it to a food bank.
One thing at a time.
Join the gym.
Get up at 3 a.m. No, one thing at a time.
Get up at 7 a.m.
If you do
10,000 steps before everybody else is awake.
If you do one press up January the 1st, you can do 300 and you do one more every single day. Come on, man. That's a lot of press ups.
No one's doing 300 press ups in a year.
There we go.
Shut the fuck up and get to the gym with a proper program.
No. See, don't do that. Don't let those intrusive thoughts come in. Right. Okay, cool. Right. Here's one. If you want to get involved in these Clueless questions, you got to jump in the Patreon as well, because we get a lot, basically. Hollywood, knock on the door. This Matthew says, Hollywood knock on the door of AGAC Towers and tell you that Ryan Reynolds is going to direct a summer smash for 2026 and he wants you two to be the leading acts. The only problem is he's not sure if you two should act in a comedy, buddy cop movie, aka Rush Hour, or in an action thriller, e.g. Seven. It's up to you to pick between the two genres. The money's the same. Summer blockbuster money. How do you decide between you two and what are you choosing? I'm
not doing no buddy cop film.
Why? You're a comedian.
Yeah, I know, but it's dead. Format's just dead.
Okay.
Done. It's been done.
Really?
Bro, I was like, when Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor were doing it, it was funny, innit?
Oh, hear no evil, see no evil.
When them man were doing it, and we're going back.
Yeah, man. That was 89, bruv. That was like one of the best years of cinema.
Before I was born.
Zingers.
Before I was born,
and I was still shitting, like, without trying. It was just happening.
What was the last big one that they did? Was it like Rock and Kevin Hart? Or like Ice Cube and Kevin Hart? Or like somebody else and Kevin Hart?
It was, I think we've had yeah, Kevin Hart did a lot. Ice Cube, we had what was that one called again with Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill?
I don't know.
But that's not buddy cop, is it? That's just idiot
Let's
cop.
just do action thriller.
Yeah.
And
I want something like True Detective.
Let's face it, if it's an action thriller,
yeah,
the way the world is right now, I'd have to be the villain.
The choice was an action thriller. Was it action thriller? It was action thriller. Okay.
Yeah, so I'd have to be the villain now.
Why? There's like,
Americans think that you're.
Why have you gone for that?
That's
why have you gone for
the way the world is right now. Muslims have like got number one in the Champions League position for
well over Russia right now. Russia is not. Russia used to be. That's
well, I can play a Russian as well. Like, you Americans and your wild fantasies.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I could do the Americans. Sorry, I could do the. Basically, I'm gonna be a villain in it.
You could be a good guy.
No, but do you know where it is? Like, aesthetically, when we're looking at this and we're trying to market it, a mixed race, good looking, tall, built brother.
Yeah, because Aaron Pierre isn't around, basically. So Aaron Pierre's busy, so we get you, Marcus. Are you sure we don't just want to shoot this in the winter because we get Aaron next year? I'm like, no, I'll just have to step up. Thank you very much.
So you basically take Aaron Pierre's role, and then
pop some contact lenses in.
I have to do some random stereotypical bullshit.
But if it's a thriller though, bro, you know you have to be a bit creepy, bro. Slightly paranormal. Some of these things, like True Detective. True Detective was one of the ones that I watched that was really good over the last few years. So you need to be a bit creepy. Like, you need a thing. Like, you need like to be like, you know.
I'll have like sharp teeth.
Oh, so like you'll have like sharp teeth. Oh,
or I'll grow a fingernail, and then that's me.
I think you need sharp teeth and a fingernail, and they call you the reptile or something like that. Like, is a name?
That's my code name.
Yeah. Code name reptile.
And for more of this entertaining chat, see us on the Patreon, where we are no holds barred.
Yeah,
and then
man.
you can see the live show recorded.
Please.
At Up the Creek Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Not creep, Up the Creek, sorry.
Honestly, guys, like, look, I know we do this in audio and it sounds great, but I just want to say, man, like, honestly, man, it is well worth watching the show.
Yeah, stick it on your TV and have a watch.
Yeah, man.
Peace, love.